how was it with, the crowd and not having, a lot of people here? Was it hard to create momentum without the crowd?
Yeah, I think there's definitely a missing link there when you don't have a crowd, and so it's something that you would enjoy having for sure. But that's what we're dealing with. So we're going to have to make it better and make sure that we're doing our job in creating that atmosphere for us and making sure that we're keeping ourselves united throughout a game, even when people are running up points against us.
And just a quick question about Sarah. How do you think she's played, not just today, but also throughout the first three matches of the season?
Well, I think that, she was struggling offensively today, and, they were triple blocking her, and they were basically following her around the court. So anytime we didn't, run our offense, it's pretty much, we just went to her way too much. And so we have to make sure that we're relying on some of our older players and people, that can pull the blockers away. But they definitely were keying on her today. And so it was a little bit of a struggle.
Our next question will go to Hikaru.
Hi, Coach. Hikaru Kudo, UTM Plus. Can you talk a little bit about Max Brown, her impact that she has? She obviously is a positive addition to the team from Oregon State and transferring in, and what she can do for the team overall moving forward.
Well, Cecily brought a real shot in the arm. I think, she's a very fiery player who's very, very springy. She's quick and, really didn't back down at all. So she was in the fight, and, I thought she came off the bench and did some really nice things for us and made an impact.
Our next question will go to Jordan Nelson.
Hey, Coach. So in the second and third sets, you guys started out with the lead, but then it seemed like you kind of lost momentum. So why do you think you guys seem to kind of lose that momentum and kind of give up those leads towards the end of the sets?
Yeah, I don't think we've been answering on that account well so far this year. We've got to make sure it's just we basically need to make sure that we're not focused on the point that was passed, but start looking at the next point in terms of something that we can get and wash out the next play. I think we beat ourselves up a little bit too much on those and need to make sure that we're keeping our focus where it needs to be.
Our next question will go to Ian Drummond.
Oh, sorry, having some speaker trouble over here. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you. Coach, how did it feel for you and the team being able to play here at home today after the long season delay?
Well, it's awesome to be here at home. I mean, you love it. You wish the fans could all be here. We obviously, would enjoy that kind of atmosphere, but since it's not here, we're just definitely rather be here than anywhere else. And we love Jennison Fieldhouse. Hello.
Hello, we're now joined by Jamie Cock. We'll have questions below, or if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask them at this point. Our first question will go to Ian with WLNS.
Hi, Jamie. Just first thing, what were your first thoughts of playing with, the crowd the way it was today, and how was that, your first home game with just parents here for you guys?
I mean, it's different, but anytime you step on the court, it's the same feeling. You kind of lose track of who's here, who's around. You just kind of get lost in the game, and it's the same feeling. It wasn't any different. We were excited to be out there. We wanted to win. We wanted to fight, and we had the same grind. So.
And just for Sarah, how have you seen her as a freshman really kind of step up for you guys and really kind of do what she's been doing at such a young age so far?
Sarah's phenomenal. I mean, Sarah's just got to keep working, and that's the thing with Sarah. Sarah doesn't really shut down. Sarah comes back in the gym and is ready to work. Sarah knows there's a lot of things that have to be done, have to be better, and she'll come in tomorrow before our pregame and be ready to work, be ready to get better.
Our next question will go to Hikaru with BTN Plus.
Hi, Jamie. It's good seeing you. Can you talk a little bit about, it's your senior season, and of course everything got delayed. At one point you didn't even know if there was going to be a season or not, right? So the fact that you have this opportunity to play, I mean, how much does this mean to you, right? You've been on the court since freshman year, being the libero of Michigan State, right? This is your senior year, trying to make a statement. How does that feel for you? How do you take every single game knowing that this is your last year here as a Spartan?
means the world to me. You wear Michigan State with a lot of pride, and I'm not ready to let it go. So I'm holding on to every ounce that we have this season, and we're stepping in and we're working and we're not taking anything for granted, because you're right. We don't know what'll happen. We don't know if things will get shut down, but I mean, it's a blessing. It's definitely an honor and something that I'll never look back and regret.
Our next question will go to Ian Drummond. Ian?
Hi, Jamie. It seemed like today there were a lot of times where the team was in the set, they were tied, had the lead, very close, and then seemed to give up just large bunches of points to Ohio State today. What do you think was the cause of some of those kind of momentum losses?
Honestly, I just think that it's us not staying focused. It's us not staying on top of the scouting report. There's things that we have to remember to do that we kind of lose track of. I think that's something we're battling right now. We can get there. We can get to the final few points. We have to learn how to finish, and that's on us. That's not on anybody else. Ohio State didn't do anything to completely stop us. We have to be the ones that get on top of it and finish the game out.
We have another question from Ian with WLNS. Ian?
Hi, Jamie. What do you think are some of the things you guys did well in this match versus, against Minnesota?
Honestly, I think when things got a little frantic, we did better at keeping balls high. We did better at keeping balls in. We just now have to find a way, when we do that, how can we still score and keep balls in? How can we still dig with better ball control and height? But all around, I just think we did better at controlling things on our side. It just happened to be the third time the ball came over, things got a little bit chaotic. So we just have to remember to continue to keep all of that composure and all of that control, no matter how many rounds.
Thank you.
Our next question will go to Hikaru.
Jamie, what would you say would be the biggest takeaway from today's match that you want to hit home and make sure everything's executed properly tomorrow?
Fighting. It's all about us grinding out. It's all about us competing. It has nothing to do with our talent at this point. It has nothing to do with anything physical. It all has to do with how we come in mentally, how we come in prepared, and how we attack the teams that's across the net. It just comes down to, are we going to be able to be the ones that are attacking? Today, we just didn't do that.